Hello, Retro movie fans. My name is Retromoviegirl, and today I have another Harlequin dare. It's called The Marriage Clause by Alex X. Adriana, I think her name is. But really, what this is about is it's a second chance romance between Catherine and Luca. Catherine and Luca were childhood sweethearts. They known each other practically their entire lives, and their fathers are involved in business together. So their fathers decide to get their children, Catherine and Luca, in on an arranged marriage, which will make the company stronger and make them into a power couple. Unfortunately, Luca is unprepared and not really ready to commit to Catherine, so he messes up in a big way. And later on, he asks Catherine for a second chance when she decides to leave where she's living and go and have some sort of adventure. She's emptied her bank accounts. She's getting on a plane to go to the States, someplace in America. I believe it was San Francisco, California, somewhere like that. But he decides to track her down and finds her at the airport, and that's where our story takes off from. He ends up following her to a hostel where young people who are backpacking or traveling, they stay at hostels because it's cheap and cheerful, but you do have it's a communal situation. You have to share your bathroom with people and different things. It's like a communal situation. But in the process of this situation, he vows to get Catherine back, so he makes a deal with her. We have 1 week for me to convince you to come back to me and marry me, and within that time there's no sex. But bet you can't guess what happens. The rules fly out the window. After some time, the rules fly out the window, and they end up finding out things about each other that they didn't know. And Catherine ends up understanding finally what the pressures might be like if Luca ran the Donato company. What pressures might be like if he actually had pressures. She thought he was a carefree playboy, which was, later on she finds out it's incorrect and not exactly proper, that she didn't take the time to realize that maybe he wasn't ready for the kind of relationship, for that kind of committed relationship when they were younger, and maybe he had the same sort of pressures, only worse, that she had. Maybe it was the same thing. Neither one of them likes their fathers for different reasons. But and they talk about their social standing and the social circles in which they grew up in and circle around now. Well, Catherine is not really in the same social circle anymore. She wants out. She wants to be a regular person. But I think Luca ends up pointing out that we can't be regular people. We come from wealth. And she's talking about how, I think there's a scene where she talks about how she just wants to be a regular person, live in a regular, small, medium-sized house like everyone else everyone else outside their wealthy circle would live. She wants to live a regular life, and she wants her kids to understand that you have to work for things, that things are not just handed to you. But yeah, that is the basic premise of the story, about how he wins Catherine back. And during the story, I really rooted for them and really shipped them so hard, you got no idea. But when I come back, I'll come back with my favorite scene. So I'll see you for the next clip. I'm back again with my favorite scene from The Marriage Clause, and my favorite scene is when they leave the hostel and they go to this pancake place, this breakfast cafe, this place, and it's very crowded. And he says, before they go there, he says, I want to walk to Mama's because it has really fantastic pancakes, and they're talking and they're like her face is like lighting up. It's like maybe like old times for them. And I believe that they're sitting around and she's like, you know what it is when you're like hungry and it makes you angry. I believe they call it hangry. There's this part where they're like tasting the pancakes and he's like having an experience because of her face, and she keeps making noises, and it's like, and they talk about how the pancakes, and they want to know what's in them, if there's crack in them, and it's very, very, very funny because it's like they've been waiting in line for hours, and it's like they're tired and they just want to sit down and have their breakfast. But in the meantime, there's this internal dialogue going on between, just for himself, for Luca, there's an internal dialogue going on, which I found very funny, and I found some of the interactions, not all, to be honest, and very, very funny, and that sticks out as one of my favorite scenes. But there's another one too. Let's see if I can remember it. There's one where she's asleep on the plane. This counts as two. There's one where she was asleep on the plane and she's dreaming about the time he took her to a farm because she wanted to work with animals when she was younger. Still does. But after they have the conversation about him coming on the plane with her, she falls asleep and has a dream about when they went to this farm and how cute the couple was and how much she enjoyed herself. I think she was like 16, idealistic and young, and it was just a very, very, ground-worthy scene, and it sticks out to me as well as the scene at the restaurant. It sticks out very well to me because it's like she had dreams and he knew what those were, and he still messed up, but somehow they managed to come to an understanding, and I just love the book, and I decided to share it with you in this review. So if you like this review of The Marriage Clause and want to see more, please subscribe to the channel and like this video and leave a comment if you liked it, and let me know what would be a good reason to break up with somebody other than, messing up or cheating. And would you be able to forgive the person for what they did? Depends on what they did. Give me the reason you would break up if you had a person in your life that you felt really screwed up, and would you take them back? Share that with me in the comments, and I'll talk to you in my very next video. Bye.